So here's my next fancy box, or at least the before step. So we got some strips to glue together. Probably going to cut this one and then sort it out. I'm going to make a wooden handle from this, most likely. And these, you can see, are pieces of cabinet from old kitchen cabinets. But it's oak, so I can cut this up for the box sides. And over there I have some plywood that should work for the bottom. But yeah, so unlike some of them, this is what the box looks like before any real work is put into it. So here's what the new box looks like in the sunshine. And I used a combination of this clear lacquer, colorless lacquer, the triple thick polyurethane, and the red mahogany stain. And we got wood screws, we got a hinge, and a magnet clasp using these. So there's little magnets in with wood overlay. So since I'm trying this in the sunshine to bring out the color, there's probably going to be a lot more ambient noise. Originally I had planned on putting a wooden handle on, but Cinsa, who's the one who commissioned this box, said she wanted a metal handle instead, so she bought this handle. And she said she wanted these hinges, so she got those, and she wanted these kind of screws in the hinges. So I made the box using the wood that was shown earlier. The center is redwood, then it's avahi, and then some kind of brown hardwood, and then I think it's 3 different colors of pine. But it ends up being super pretty. And the stain, the sides are the oak that I had showed that were from a cabinet, and it's using the red mahogany stain. This little pole is a doubled up piece of offcut from the lid, and that way you can hold your hand here and go through the magnet. And you can see here I put some oak, little pieces of super thin oak over the magnets, and as I kind of showed earlier, there's these little magnets that go on the refrigerator, and I just put it in my metal vise and scrunched the plastic, and then the magnets popped out, and the magnets were about that tall, so not quite a 1/4 inch. They're 13/64 around, so I used my 13/64 drill bit to drill a hole and super glued that in. But yeah, let's see how this goes. But that looks like it came out pretty awesome. And if it's not, so the lid will go back that far, so basically 180 degrees. And you can see the hinges. And the bottom of the box is a piece of nice plywood. Trying to get the light nut. I've got the little badge. That's all inset. It's definitely different trying to do this in the sunshine. And so it's box joints. So I had stained the sides prior to trimming off the edges that stick out from the box joints. So when I trimmed that off, the ends don't have the stain. It ends up looking really cool. And you can see there's little smaller squares that I also used from the offcuts, I think, of some of this outer board to fill in the holes there. But yeah, this, I'll turn it sideways. You can see it that way. And the colors are just amazing with the lid. And there's you can see the contrast on the hinges. Hopefully she will be happy with that. And yeah. And the cool thing about this, because of the way I cut the boards, let's see if I can get it to show up. So if I come down here, well, you can see here that the grain comes downward, and then on this side the grain comes back upward slightly, and then it comes back downward again, and then it comes back upward again. Because I used the same board and ended up splitting it down the middle, that ended up working out really cool like that. So yeah, that came out really cool. And then let's see if we can get, if we can see some of the pieces. Like here, there's a fancy little shade bit that comes in, and you can see how these brown, the grain on there really light up. And you can see different little highlights depending on what angle you see the box. But yeah, it ends up being super cool and very pretty. And I think the combination of the little redwood pool, or not redwood, rosewood pool, works awesome with it. And oh, let's see, can I get in there? Yeah, I can get in there. So it looks cool. But yeah, hopefully this one worked. Because of where I'm doing it, I wasn't able to use my tripod because the tripod was not tall enough to get an angle. I'd have to put the box down near the floor. The normal location where I use this, the tripod can go up on the table saw so it gets a little bit higher and get the right angle. So hopefully this isn't too jumpy, but the box came out really, really cool. So yeah, I think Cinsa is definitely going to like this one.